We're back and we got some good stuff planned for episode 2 of the series. First things first, I need a food source. I've been stealing the potatoes from the villagers. So I think this means we gotta make a barn and some sort of farm. Of course, we gotta make the barn red. So I'm thinking our best bet is to go to the nether and get that red wood from the nether forest. But in order to do that, we're gonna need to craft ourselves a diamond pick so we can get some obsidian and make a portal. I hate the nether, so we'll see how this goes. This clip right here is on 8 times speed. I forgot how long it takes to mine obsidian with just a diamond pick. I just decided to carve into the mountain here and put the nether portal there. I might do something better with it later, but this will have to work for now. And just like that, we have a nether portal lit. I don't know if I've ever been in the nether with just iron armor, but I guess here goes nothing. And I can already hear piglins. And look at that, we are in the biome we need. That is perfect, but I'm just going to work on walling this place off so it doesn't get exploded by a gas. Yep, we're already getting shot at. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Now we just got to get this wood without dying. I can hear piglins everywhere. Yep, here some are. Oh boy, holy crap, their swords get heavy. Oh my gosh, we need to box up. We need to box up. Wait a minute, I am actually so dumb. I just need to wear some gold armor and they won't attack. Well, here we are back with some gold boots on this time, so the piglins should not attack us, or hoglins. I'm not sure what they're called, but we should be safe. Well, what are we getting attacked by? A zombie? How did you get in here? Well, I guess here's the test to see if these piglins attack me. And hey, we are safe. And they're like the only mob in this biome, so I think we should be good to get all the wood we need. Here is me getting a ton of wood. It's not all in this clip, but I got a lot. And here I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I had no idea this wood was pink, not red. So this is just not going to work. That's really annoying, but we do have a plan B. And that is to take one of these horses, whichever one's faster, and try and find one of the new swamp biomes, like the mangrove swamps. Apparently those have red wood. So we're going to try and do that. This dude is fast. Oh yeah. This is my boy Clyde right here. When we get a name tag, we will be naming him Clyde. Okay, at this point, I feel like I've been literally to every biome other than the mangrove swamp. So this is getting annoying. Hold up, wait a minute. Was it this easy? What is this? Is this terracotta? This is terracotta. Oh my, we could just make red terracotta. Okay, so to make terracotta, we need clay. And right on the mountain that we live on, there's a lush cave underneath, which has tons of clay blocks. I guess I'm just going to have to mine a ton of these clay blocks. And then we're just going to need some red dye, which will be easy to find because there's red flowers all over the place. Alright, so a lot of clay mining later. We got a bunch of clay blocks, which we are going to smelt into terracotta and then dye with the red dye that I've bone mealed from the flowers outside. Alright, so this is the spot we're going to put the barn. I did a little terraforming, and it's right off this path we got here. And this is where it's going to be. I'm going to do a time lapse now of me building the barn, so enjoy. Well, the barn is completely finished, and I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to record this, so this is just a screenshot. But here's the barn. Well, now the barn's down, so we can go ahead and grab ourselves the cow that I trapped under the base. There was another cow, but I don't know if he died or what. He's not there anymore. So we're going to grab the one cow that's down here, and then we're going to go look for another one. You're coming with me, buddy. Here we go. First cow down. Now I have to just go find another one. Found another one. You're coming with me, buddy. I got you a friend. Alright, here we go, and we got 2 hay, so we can start our little cow herd. We also found ourselves a sheep. I'm thinking that like black sheep spawn more in the spruce biome now with the new update, because I have only been able to find black sheep. We're gonna put the sheep on the other side of the barn, and later we might have to do some expanding so we can put some pigs and chickens in here, but for now we got sheep and cows, which is really all we need. So now that we got the barn all set up, it's about time we start planting some crops, so I don't have to eat these cooked potatoes anymore. This area over here is where we're going to be putting the wheat fields, so water can like irrigate the soil for 5 blocks. So I'm trying to space these out, and you can actually put leaves down and waterlog the leaves so you don't end up falling in. So that's what we're doing right now. Now it's time we start hoeing this ground and we plant our crop. We're definitely not going to have enough seeds, so we'll just have to wait for it to grow and then harvest it. That shouldn't be too bad. We can work on other things while it's growing. We planted all the seeds we had, and now we're just going to wait for it to grow, and we'll probably expand this, make it a little bigger once we get more seeds. While I've been waiting for this to grow, I've been doing some other little projects. Down here by the lake, we planted some sugarcane because we're going to need paper to make books, so we can get a fully maxed out enchanting table. Over here we extended the path, and it's looking pretty good. We also planted some pumpkin seeds up here. We're going to do a little terraforming up here, but for now this is what we got. Going to the nether also wasn't a complete waste, because we got some glowstone, which works perfectly for lighting when you put it under a moss carpet. So at night this place is all lit up. While we're waiting for the wheat to grow, I'm going to put a wall right here, and we're going to make an elevated field where we're going to put some potatoes. So here's a time lapse of me building some of this wall. We got the wall done, and we put some grass in. We made a little hill over here, and then underneath we kind of just try to make it look like the terrain. Now we just waterlog a bunch of these leaves and till the soil. The potatoes have been planted, and now we wait again. Here we're adding some lighting for the wall, and I think this is looking good. We got a wheat field and a potato field. Honestly, now all we need is more bone meal so we can bone meal some lichen. I was just out fighting skeletons and figured we should pop back to the base and see what this place is looking like at night. It is looking pretty sweet. We made a little river underneath that bridge right there, and we did some terraforming up here, so now we got the pumpkins in a good spot. You can see our wall over there. It's looking nice. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We put a stairway in right here, and we make a path connecting it, and then we make a stairway or like a path up to the base from over here. I think that would look good. Alright, so we got a little over halfway of this pathway done. I kind of like this design. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but we're going with it. Now we're going to make this go underneath. This little river I made go underneath the stairway. Here's the path. I like this spot over here. We got to bone meal some of this, but it's looking good. We also put this wall up right here. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to redirect this little river. Alright, here's the final product. I'm going to change that opening eventually. I don't like how it looks, but here's the inside. I'm definitely going to add some moss in here later and probably some vines. Before this episode's over, here's a tour of what we got so far. Here's that stairway we built. Looks nice. The potato field, the wheat field. We got this path right here. I need to add some lichen to the walls. Here's a view from above. You can see everything real nice. Oh yeah, it's looking good. It's starting to come together. Big fan of how the barn turned out. It looks great. Little creeper floating down there. And the fields look sweet. I liking how this is starting to come together. This is we made like a hobbit hole design for the top of the stairway. That's about it. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It's free, and I'll see you in the next one.